All right. Good evening, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting on a business analytic for strategic decision making with a specific focus on the United Kingdom, UK electricity generation industry. I'll be analyzing how key players like EDF Energy Holding Limited, British Gas Limited, Eon Next Energy Limited, SSE PLC, and ROWE Generation UK PLC. The goal of is to extract an insight from a business analytic to understand strategic performance, competitiveness, and sector opportunities. In this work, I have divided this analysis into slides. Slide 2. The slide 2 here is talking about data set compilations and methodology. In this slide, I'll use data in analyzing the data used to analyze this industry comes from a compiled financial and operational metrics hosted in an Excel work book shared via Google Drive. The methodology involved descriptive analysis, correlation analysis, and regression modeling to derive strategic insight on the electricity industry. The data set spans it spans on a 10 years period, ensuring a robust foundation for trend identification and predictive analysis. Slide 3. You can see here in the slide 3 is a snapshot of the 2023 performance in an Excel worksheet. The next slide here is data visualization. In this slide, EDF Energy had the highest revenue of 18 billion pounds, but reportedly a substantial loss of 8 billion pounds, showing that scale does not equal profitability. Okay, on the other side of it, ROWE, despite having a smaller revenue, reported a 1.1 billion pounds profit. This is highlighting an operational efficiency. Looking at the long-term competitiveness, SSE now on their own emerged as the best performer with an average margin of 11.6%. While EDF came lagging with a minus of 8.7% margin. This visual clearly depicts the competitive hierarchy among these electricity industries. Next slide. My next slide here is trend analysis. In this slide, I'll be describing how revenue trends. You see where SSE experienced a dramatic decline due to restructuring, whereas Eon saw an explosive growth, likely a result of distortion of market. In this, you see in this situation, you see EDF showing steady growth, indicating market consolidation on profitability. The energy crisis of 2022-2023 triggered an extreme margin volatility. ROWE swung between minus 60% and plus 40%, while EDF margin deteriorated to minus 40%. This trend underscore how external shock can significantly destabilize operations in a sector. Next slide. My next slide here is the descriptive statistic summary of UK electricity generating company. In this slide, you see from the statistic that EDF had the highest average revenue, but also the highest volatility in profit. ROWE had the lowest revenue average, but the difference between mean median revenue suggests a right-skewed distribution, a right-skewed distribution. You see, some years are significantly better than others. Importantly, SSE, consistent median profit indicates operational stability. Overall, the key takeaway in this very descriptive statistical summary here is that standard deviation helps identify risk, while the median offered insight into core stability of the industry. Next slide. My next slide here is correlation analysis results. In this slide, in terms of correlation, asset and equity show the strongest relationship at RO equals to, where RO is equals to 0.958, suggesting potential for optimization capital. Profit and profit margin had a strong link at the RO equals to 0.707, indicating that operational efficiency is a critical driver. However, turnover and profit had an almost no correlation at all in this analysis, reaffirming that size does not equal profitability. The strategic insight is very clear. Success depends more on efficient assets used and margin controls than no share revenue at all. Slide 7. The next slide here is the predictive analysis, where I use a regressional model development to attempt to fix the situation. Now, using a regressional model, I evaluate the reliability and explanatory power of different predictors of firm performance. Though the slide here may not actually show detailed stats, the model suggests that profitability is most influenced by operational metrics, rather than skills. This approach enables predictive planning and resource optimization for better strategic outcome for the players in the industry. Next slide. My next slide here is the model reliability explanatory value and explanatory value. This slide is just to show the model used in this analysis. Now, I'm talking about the next slide here now is the strategic recommendation made for industry managers. From the analysis, two key strategies emerges. One, invest in renewable energy and diversify portfolio to buffer against commodity price volatility. As a backup, then government programs like Clean Power 2030 provide support for transitions. Secondly, prioritize operational efficiency through digital transformation, where you embrace smart grid, real-time monitoring, procurement of flexible procurement to maintain profitability. These actions are vital to survive in a price-sensitive and regulation-heavy industry like the United Kingdom electricity industry. Next slide here is my conclusion and strategic outlook of United Kingdom electricity generation industry. This electricity sector shows paradox. Large revenue don't ensure profitability at all. Competitive advantage lies more on operational excellence and renewable transition. Firm in the industry must focus, they must focus on asset efficiency, where they will contribute more to their assets, cost control, and digital capability to thrive in this volatile, most regulated environment. Business analytics here plays a critical role in navigating these complexities and shaping resilient strategies for the future of all companies in this United Kingdom electricity generating industry. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.